Manchi. What y'all make of what Manchi say? Drop it in the comment section. Do y'all agree or disagree? Let me hear from you. Next time we got Sashana Gatekeeper. Remember the girl that got turned back at Tuesday party? Didn't get any chance? Tuesday? Alright. Now she run out and I say no.
Mum always told me to stop picking up scabs. Some things never change.
One on the girl. You say man don't have no problem with your choice that you make. And that's why let me tell you something. Of course someone will slap you. But no man has to sit and wipe you. Learn that, understand? Man will slap you and get them chance and wet up and all of them things about you. You sit down and wipe you and walk up and down with you on the road. No, don't respect to the people not gonna do that. You will find somebody who have the same morals like you. Oh, self-esteem and love and respect and do everything like you. Yeah, but those kind of fella will walk up and down with you. But yo, somebody with respect, integrity and moral and high standard and high values and all of those things, not gonna want to walk around with you, not gonna want to see with you because yo, that is a low standard kind of thing. That ain't got no high value, mama. So nobody with value and class ain't gonna wanna be seen with you. So stop it, man. That's why, yo, you never see a Tuesday party. Why you think they mean with you like that? Come on, man. Cut it out, man.
I should measure that trajectory. Anyone have a protractor? I'm calling this a temporary setback.
I've been thinking of myself. I do all of them. Get by the skin. Peaceful. Nasty. Do some kind of thing to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That will never go nowhere. And you don't have to only for money you don't even take. Girl, no, we don't want to give you all the country what you want. And we don't get more money. You feel what I'm saying? And you talking about. You never make no money. And I don't sleep out to you, so no?
Right, I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't happen again.
What's wrong with you?
Turn them to beast.
What's wrong with you? That's what we are trying to do.
Watch your six. There's got to be more forward.
That's it. That's what why would we come on, man.
Max ammo.
I trusted that she had to do all of that. You feel what I said? And then you run out and say the same thing. No, yeah. Nobody value and high standard and class. You feel what I said? No, I don't want to see what you do because you're not in a class. No, like I said, of course I want to hang out with you just to get them chance wet and everything. You feel what I said? That's the reason why they hang out with you. But yo, on a real serious thing, nobody don't want to see you with mama. Nobody don't want to see you with you. They want to run away with you. They want to name you.
Another tango
It's
identified.
stuck here. So you talk about, yo, one of the least singing, taking down this or whatever. Like we said, yo, that's all the people them all do, you feel? That is it, it's mama. Let's see everything I say. You know what, yo.
Double points.
If Schrodinger ever found out about you, he'd have a field day. You spoil me.
Come on, them thirsty up there. Hold on then. We never see them on the slap. They must slap, but they can't go back. You know, people, that's about it for the video until the nether upload. Take care of yourself and each other. Yo, we spliffing out here. Money for my brain.
You dancer like me, Raider. Anyway, say get update back from the latest update. Let the dancer update back from the latest. When say pick up the one if you want.
I wonder how many different things are in there. Is it infinite? At last, a glimmer of positivity. Yeah, I'm going to call that a successful shot. Maybe in the future, scientists can bring you back to life. It's a good job your nerves are non-existent, because that would have really hurt.
Alpha team, what was that? Body cam signal is breaking.
Your project data security, yes? A so-called rapid response team. Rapid enough, but I knew you would come.
To be fair, your spine was already hanging by a thread.
Insta-kill. Kaboom!
Pointing here, referee right on the spot. That's something bit alone. Referee's putting the red card away. What's that? Notches.
Pretty sure that might cause brain damage.
Stuff to tell me close.
Max armor.
This mixture. That would be humiliating with this Leland. It's all right. It's happening against the world. With my sterling, one signature. But it's not equal to take its way. It's going to be
Double points.
And it's life as well.
Insta kill.
Just wait now for the shootout. Well, they were opening the doors. Oh, Richie, I'm sorry then. Alright, continue.
Precision. The hallmark of good science.
Double points.
Pickup windows open.
No le gusta para nada a este jovencito y el disgusto que le produce el abandonar el terreno de juego para darle ingreso a Lars Gerson, de 27 años, el futbolista del fútbol.
Max ammo.
Pasar energía larga. What is going on here? The West End storms off in Nicholas Farmer.
Bonus points.
That's right. You up for us
Exfil
now?
window missed. We'll advise when it reopens.
Nothing chance. And no, to jest czerwona tarczka. Zimuje całe dzieło, dziwość. Mecz, towarzyski. Mecz,
Turn them to pieces.
It's safe to say my pacifist days are over.
Hold up.
Max ammo.
Kick the ball off the spot. Okay. I mean, I looked through a punch out. It was either Company through the punch out against Bazunu. Oh, he saved it! What a save from Gavin Bazunu!
Random perk.
Sake. Someone get me back in the fight.
Chelsea, de nummer 6. United, de nummer 13. We gaan zitten voor een heerlijke wedstrijd. Dit komt wel eens een troepenrijk adviesje worden. En daar is een oud-ploeggenoten Edson Maresca, Ruud van Nistelrooy speelden ooit samen op één veld. In het laatste seizoen van Ruud van Nistelrooy als actief spits bij Malaga. En ze houden sindsdien nog altijd af en toe contact. En ze komen elkaar vandaag weer tegen en zo is de wereld, zeker de voetbalwereld, klein. Oh, Palmer. Palmer. Hij probeert het. Mario Marueke. Malo Gusto. Speler in de werk is van Lisandro Martinez. Hoekschop voor de Blues. Indraaien van Palmer en de bal op de paal geknikt door Noni Madueke. Het eerste wapenfeit in de 14e minuut komt van Chelsea uit een hoekschop. Is het de Madueke die hem daar op het aluminium knikt. Onana met de opening. Goeie bal van André Onana. Mazraoui. Mazraoui is weer snel op de been. Rashford. Casemiro in zijn rug komt Palmer. Wordt verder niet gewaarschuwd. En door een paar mensen op de tribune. Balletje achter het stambeen van Mazraoui. Dan zie je hier Mazraoui. Marcus Rashford. Rashford gaat door. De rebound is dan voor Bruno Fernandes. Terwijl Heulun het allemaal niet meer meekrijgt. Die ligt op het gras. Wat gebeurt daar? Met Levi Colwell en Rasmus Heulun. Ja,
er zijn penalties gegeven voor minder. Nou vind ik dit geen strafschop, laat dat duidelijk zijn. Onder Ten Hag heeft United 616 miljoen pond uitgegeven. Meer dan het dubbele werd uitgegeven door Chelsea. Wel de nummers 1 en 2 op die ranglijst. Nu is de ingreep van Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte wordt bijgehaald door Malo Gusto. Heulum. En de redding van Robert Sanchez. Ugarte wordt eraan gepakt door Malo Gusto. Geen idee of de arbiter dan nog de kans afwachtte van Heulum. Nee. Veel geblesseerd of afwezigen bij United. Geen Maguire, geen Joro, geen Shaw, Mainoo, Anthony, Eriksen is er ook niet bij. Mason Mount ook geblesseerd, had sowieso niet mee mogen doen tegen Chelsea. Azraoui, het werk van Bruno Fernandes, daar is Garnacho. De slotseconde van de eerste helft. Hossein Mazraoui, Bruno Fernandes. Gevaarlijke voorzet, Rashford. Heel dicht bij de 1-0. Maar hij prikt hem op de kruising. De grootste kans voor Manchester United in de allerlaatste seconde. Het is de volley van Rashford, bal op het aluminium. En zo blijft het 0-0 in deze kraker. Onana. Kan ook aardig voetballen. Het was geen makkelijke bal. Die werd aangespeeld. Sandro Martinez met een vuurpijl. Ugarte laat de tegenstander tegen zich aanspringen. Uiteindelijk is Cole Palmer degene die eruit komt. Pedro Neto. Neto schuiven. Dat gaat maar net goed voor United en het gaat net niet goed voor Chelsea. Hij besluit het maar eens van afstand te proberen, Pedro Neto. Een geplaatste bal, niet heel hard. Het was wel het eerste wapenfeit in de tweede helft. Weer wordt Ugarte daar afgefloten. Overna heeft Bijtland snel genomen. Komen naar Cucurella. Cucurella haalt uit in het blok.
Okay, you asked for it.
Flavia.
They sure as hell ain't sending their best. Insta-kill.
Nog in middenrechts. Al zou naast gegaan zijn voor de zin.
What up, what up?
Hij heeft altijd bij Sir Alex Ferguson. Het is altijd wachten op de nieuwe Ferguson wat dat betreft.
Gauge acquired.
Bruno
Better keep it
Fernandes.
close in
En
case we
heel
need
vooruit
it.
Bruno Fernandes. Kijkend. Garnacho zit helemaal vrij. En die maakt de bal richting Robert Sanchez. Dit is nog wel de grootste kans in de tweede helft voor de Duitsers. Iedereen loopt door behalve Garnacho. En die krijgt dan een uitgelezen mogelijkheid om die bal snel op te lossen. Maar hij heeft het.
Crossing C4.
De controle is er net als overwinning. Penalty van Manchester United. Deze bal van Casemiro is perfect. De controle is prima. En dan speelt Robert Sanchez niet de bal, maar wel de voeten van Rasmus Heulum. En zo komt die bal op 11 meter te liggen. Bruno Fernandes tegenover Robert Sanchez.
Full power.
Een dienste doelpunt van Bruno Fernandes dit seizoen komt vanaf 11 meter thuis tegen Chelsea. Van manager van Nistelrooy.
I quite like this one.
Penalty
Neat and tidy.
die binnengeschoten wordt door Bruno Fernandes.
Shut the fuck up.
De voorzet van
Wow, big black banana.
in één keer richting Moises Caicedo. En zo kan Manchester United maar heel kort genieten van die voorsprong. Het is de Ecuadoriaan die hard uithaalt. De afgeslagen corner in één keer op de pantoffel, zoals het dan zo mooi heet. Onana is te laat bij de hoek. En Caicedo maakt ook zijn eerste van het seizoen. Caicedo. Oh, de gelijkpartij van de licht. Bal teruggelegd. En zo Fernandes.
That's Dr. Moline.
Sprint deze
Joined the
kans.
physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird.
Oh, lekker aanbal. Geen buitenspel op jongens van Zirkzee. Eerste balcontacten van onze landgenoot Zirkzee. Snel door op de been. Amat. Garnacho, de eerste dreiging is weg. Garnacho, ping op nog wat. Ja, de energie begint ook weg te vloeien nu uit de lichamen van de spelers.
Bonus point.
Amat wordt aangemoedigd door Old Trafford om op avontuur te gaan.
Does it always take
Amat
this
krijgt
long?
erop.
It's been ages.
Casemiro met de voorzet. Bal bij zijn kont. Daar is Lindelöf. Garnacho!
Dedicate the pile of bodies I leave behind
Zag
to
je
you.
poging dit keer van de Argentijn. Niet alles wat daar vandaag verandering gehad. Die heeft nog de meeste energie
Oh,
op.
you're just a little ray of sunshine
Van
inside this
Lisandro
wave of
Martinez.
reality.
Garnacho nu in de dienenrol. Bruno Fernandes, de steekbal. Hij krijgt een team op Fernandes. Ja, groter gaan de kansen niet worden in de slotfase. Dit is een overtreding van Lisandro Martinez. Er is balvoordeel. Bal
Say I was
blijft
sorry,
geblesseerd
but
achter.
I'm not.
En dan nu de bal met uitgesteld klein signaal. Geel van voor de slager uit Argentinië. Hou zeker Bemel. Het is niet op de enkel, het is op de knie. Scheidsrechter had vol het zicht op de situatie hier in de bal. Hij mag blijven staan. Hier komt de laatste mogelijkheid voor Manchester United. Garnacho er voorbij. Joost van Zirkzee. Het gelijke spel. Manchester United, Chelsea 1-1. De oud-ploeggenoten feliciteren elkaar met een punt. Het was een mooie strijd. Het was heftig af en toe. En uiteindelijk kan ik wel leven met deze ouderwetse puntendeling. City en 15 staan ze in de competitie van 15. Dat betekent dat Leicester vijf was. Zij hebben 2 van de 3
Looks
gewonnen.
like you already found some of
Geen
the
fout,
parts.
geen volledig.
Miniature jet engine.
Straks van
What a bar.
wordt het binnen zeker 45 minuten beslist zijn. Ik kan toch niet aan de eerste trekken dat het nou met spanning is bij zo dat is het wel. Leicester met 2 mensen uit. Martinez was daar best van klaar.
Stuck, kid.
Ze hadden niet geleken. Dat was wel interessant. Garnacho. Overstapje van Fernand. Best handig. Ja, wat een geweldig doelpunt. Wat een geweldig doelpunt van Casemiro. Het overstapje van Fernandes. En dan heb je, mag je zeggen, een best wel gelukkige start. Want het is een hele mooie en hij komt letterlijk en figuurlijk uit de lucht vallen.
Minimum trial success criteria achieved.
Martinez, Garnacho. En dan Fernandes, die wel laat en dan is hij heel veel tijd om aan te leggen en die tijd benut hij goed. Daar kan Danny Ward alleen maar naar kijken.
Hey,
Van Leicester is compleet kansloos, dat is geen schande bij zo'n bal. Ja, de onderkant van de lat. Dat is niet lastig gevallen. Nog een stapje van Fernandes ook bij. Toch wat spelers een beetje door de schijf.
I had expected you to be rocking back and forth in the fetal position by
Is
now.
begrijpelijk.
is prachtig binnengelopen. Het is van Manchester. Als hij mag, blijft hij staan. Ja, dan blijft staan. Dan zeggen ze wel. Dat is niet maar.
Trial milestone stage 3 reached.
Van aanval.
I hope these trials have in some way helped you believe the tedium of your tawdry, miserable existence.
Dit is een derby. Barcelona, Espanyol. Dit is de 217e derby. Barcelona won 126, Espanyol 44 en 46 en het gelijk. De laatste keer dat Barcelona won van Espanyol dateert van november
I know it's a big change, but
2021.
you'll get used to it.
1-0 door een penalty van Memphis Depay. De laatste keer dat Espanyol won was in februari 2009. Barcelona wist Ter Stegen, Araujo, Royce, Christensen, Mark Bernal. Frenkie de Jong zit op de bank. Dan nu een minuut stilte voor de slachtoffers van de regen. Kilometer van 150, de zuidelijke van Barcelona.
Phew, that was close.
Het shirt van Barcelona van vandaag wordt getekend en daarna geveild. Opbrengsten voor de slachtoffers van de watersnood. Lewandowski. Olmo komt. Voorzitter, Hector Ford.
Coordinates marked. Compliment machine is risky. You've no idea how long it's been sitting there.
Minimaal. En Romero. Dat is voor jong. Om weer op te bouwen. Zoutje. Bedankt. Dani Olmo. On. Had hard gekund. Misschien was dat 17. 10 punten uit 11 wedstrijden. Barcelona 20. Oh nee, die zit erin. Hij scoort elke wedstrijd van Barcelona. Dani Olmo. Voorzet van Lamine Yamal. Mendy. Casado. Lamine Yamal. Beweging bij Dani Olmo. Buitenkant links. En hij zit erin. Prachtige voorzet. In één keer weer aan. Frikans heeft een reflex, maar niet genoeg.
Tougher than a rhino's hide, and twice as headstrong.
Nee. Slechts raakten we Lamine Yamal. Afrika! Hij telt.
Max
2-0. Dit is een zevende doelpunt. 1 meer dan vorig jaar het hele seizoen. Splijtende baas dwars door het midden. Marc Casado, dat deed hij vorige week ook. Joan Garcia.
Come on now. spouts and
Twee
running
nul.
bullets already.
That I have absolute faith in your abilities, but I am not programmed to lie.
Go. Daar ligt Godfrey.
I've got ammo.
Schijnt je
Six
nog
years
iets
of
van een
pent-up
overtrekking.
rage. Who else wants some?
Hier ligt wel fort. Als de oorzaak. Deze zit er wel nog in. In Spanjool. Zorgt voor 2-1. Maar is het bij het spel? Bij het spel is.
I hurt myself more than anything.
Zit goed vol op de mortuary. Terwijl het eigenlijk slecht weer is. Alde wordt vastgepakt. Daniel Olmo.
Boy, that's hard, you know.
3-0. Frenkie de Jong. En Femi Lopez. Olmo staat nu op 5 goals. Links helemaal in de hoek. De verdediger raakt met zijn rug die bal. Rafinha. Bijna een aanslag. 5 Barcelona-spelers tegen 3
That's
verdedigers.
the wiring for the jet gun.
Rafinha. Lewandowski. Hij moest ver rijden om nog bij de bal te komen. Frenkie de Jong komt eraan. En Fermin Lopez. Cassano. En Dani Olmo. Gaan eruit. Frenkie de Jong is nu aanvoerder. Krijgt de rust. Barcelona speelt 6 november over 3 dagen. Tegen Rode Ster uit. Al een hele zware uitwedstrijd. Competitie.
Consider that your final
Tegen
win.
Real Sociedad. Deze kan erin. En die zit erin. 3-1. Maar is dit niet net buitenspel? Nee, het is geen buitenspel.
Tear them to pieces.
Ja, het is wel buitenspel. 2 doelpunten van Espanyol afgekeurd. Frenkie de Jong. Verrekt. Petri. Maar zelf brengt zichzelf in de problemen. Frenkie de Jong. In een sprint. Gavi Puano. En een geweldige redding van Iñaki Peña. Femi Lopez. Balde. Gaaf.
I recognize weapons
Arenas.
aren't sentient, but I
Is
just
dit
rather
niet
like
buitenspel? Van de vadergoal. 3 lijkt het echt. Gavi Puano. Ik kan er net bij. Oh, gaat voorbij aan Shedira. Gavi Puano maakt het 3-1. Lewandowski.
Max ammo.
Choppers available for exfil.
Rafinha. Een stuk. Laat nietemaal. Voor zijn linker. Alles achter. Met de afgevuurde doelpunten. En deze bal
Are you waiting for?
achter was. Zou Spanje nu iets hier voor gestaan hebben.
Easy mode, likely spectacular
nice
reward achieved. Yay.
Kom. Davi. Dit was een grote kans.
You are a motivated description.
Max armor.
Medium trial reward unlocked.
Wat van Carreras. Barcelona gaat dus eerst de Champions League spelen uit bij Ronis in Belgrado. Volgende week zondag spelen ze uit San Sebastian. Weet je al zoals je dat in Barcelona. Een week later spelen ze uit Santa. Maar bij het spel. Amsterdam scoort niet zoveel. Was 3 jaar geleden. Supermonster van de Barcelona. Maar staat bij het spel. En daarmee is deze wedstrijd afgelopen.
Dictate I inform you.
Dani Olmo maakt er 2, de 1-0 en de 3-0 heeft een 5 punten gemaakt. Rafinha maakte zijn 7e en 2-0.
Church ground.
Dat is de assist van Mark Casado. In de eerste helft was voetbal. In de tweede helft was een beetje een tweede sportje.
For the excellence of your
Barcelona 3, Espanyol 1.
Pocket that right up, didn't I?
Het stadion Diego Armando Maradona veld werkelijk uit deze kraker. En Maradona is de glimlach breed uitgedragen in Engeland terug. Koploper in de Serie A, Napoli onverslagen. Zit daar rustig van. De afgelopen maand alles gewonnen met natuurlijk de kerst op de tuin. Afgelopen dinsdag de 0-2 bij Milan in San Siro. Maar van de vandaag heeft hij ook alles gewonnen in de maand oktober. En scoort er bovendien rustig op los. Atalanta Bergamo. Dan vanmiddag bij een overwinning. Van Inter overnemen. De afstand tot nou van 3 minuten is verdringen. Opvallend, Martin de Roon speelt een bijzondere wedstrijd vandaag. Voor centraal 81ste duel in de Serie A voor Atalanta Bergamo. En daarmee haalt hij clublegende Stefano Acciarini bij. Prachtig moment voor de man uit Zwijndrecht. Maar dat scheelt, ja. Maar dat is geen goeie. Santa Costa, interessant daarbij. Komt iemand een keertje aan het kanon. Die Lorenzo, brengt in elkaar. Opballetje. Eerste keer de bal voor Marco Cavassini. Atalanta mag de bal hebben. Komt dan de hoofdbal bij de boys mee. Jerry. Naar de tweede paal. Santa Costa, maar die is al heel uit weg. De lood mee. Bal gaat door de wedstrijd, dat is een bal. En het is een buitenspel. Nou, die steekt de hand in de lucht in. Maar het is volgens mij geen buitenspel, want hij niet. Hij absoluut niet. En het is gewoon de vijfde. Maar Ademola Loekman. Ze vielen wat in een laag tempo aan Atalanta. Maar dat maakt niet uit. Ze kunnen uit alle hoekinstanden scoren. Ze zijn niet voor niets de meest scorende ploeg in de Serie A. En het is de zesde tegengoal van Napoli. Maar belangrijker nog de 1-0 voorsprong voor de gasten uit Bergamo. 0-2 elkaar. Goeie bal dit. Nou, dan komt ze. Het kant wilde ik zeggen. Van McTominay, dat was er ook een. En het gelijk van de paal was prachtig. Zeker voor Atalanta. Supporters. Wat betekende dat het geen doelpunt werd.
Not nearly rapid enough, but I knew you would come.
Eigenlijk klaar aan de bal. Combinatie met Lukaku. Maar daar is het dichtgebouwd. En hier gaat de ketelaar. Die slaan met beweging dus. Loekman, die staat in 1 tegen 1. Gaat schieten. Oh, dit is 0-2. Wat een goede goal zeg. Van Ademola Loekman. Wat gebeurt hier allemaal zeg? Gaat hier Atalanta Bergamo zijn kandidatuur stellen in de titelrace? Gaan we het meemaken? 0-2.
You will be expected to be able to answer the following questions.
De stijl van de
Field
finale
upgrades are
beslissend.
extremely useful, yes or
Maar
no?
ook de ketelaar. Wat een geweldige actie. Aan de bal gebleven, overzicht houden en Di Lorenzo heeft zich heen gewikt op Ademola Loekman in ieder geval.
Fire sale.
Zo op die afstand, zo geschoten moet je toch iets meer kunnen. 0-2. Dat weet ik niet. Die staat 2-0 voor met de voetbal. Ik heb gewoon school op de bank gezet. Politano. Theo Politano. Komt niet langs de rood. Verenigd. Oh, Martin de Roon. Loopt goed af. Sherry zo in de wedstrijd. Komt het nog een keer. Martin de Roon dus ziet tegen Kvaratskhelia aan. Wat gaat komt te doen in de tweede helft? Wel we even nu doorgaan. Neres zou kunnen. Voor Politano. Maar het spelsysteem verandert er dan niet zoveel. Hij heeft natuurlijk meer spitsen. Nog in de aanbieding. Ik denk dat Signora Raspadori.
Have we ever figured out
So
exactly
now all
how
options.
and why this box works?
Want anders soort spitsen elkaar komt. Ik zit vandaag niet echt. Maar ja, het is wel zo'n grote deal. Als spits. Wikkelaar. Helemaal gek. Zoek bij de tweede bal. Wat zoiets. Die kan hem toppen. En mensen zeggen, waarom moet je zo vrijgeven? Dat is wel een beetje. Dat is toch ook alles bij zijn goals. Maar ze is gewoon bij.
Max ammo.
A lady should always be proper, and I just proper stopped you.
Bij Atalanta in elkaar en uit elkaar moeten kunnen vloeien. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Die bal wordt nog even geraakt onderweg. Is de poging in de tweede helft. Bal en de kans. En hij gaat erin. Is het Kalajin als hij scoort? Ja. Maar het is afgekeurd wegens buitenspel. Is dat zo? Ja, hij staat inderdaad. Op het moment dat de ketelaar hem doorkomt, daar staat Kolasinac voorbij Oliveira. Heel mooi. Politano legt hem eerst nog even goed. Tweede paal, dat is goed. Nou was hij, Ramani, Buongiorno was daar. Daar komt hij. Oh, ja, dit is wel een gele kaart. Nou, niet meer aan ontsnappen. Inderdaad, de eerste gele kaart van de wedstrijd is van Sead Kolasinac. Die daar nou de gong even schept. Zo'n strafcorner voor Napoli. We hebben nog even geraakt onderweg en de omhoog van Buongiorno werd daar een soort van vertraagd. Het was niet zo makkelijk voor de Italiaanse. Zomaar even. Hier is vrij. Nou, hier is. Nu zet je wat goed. Maar het past. Ja, het wordt maakt geen vrienden. Maar daar komt naar Moesel. Daar komt ze wel. Is het toch al eens naar? Wacht even. Alweer de kans komt hier. Maar dat is leuk. Wat een kans. Maar bleef uiteindelijk toch altijd binnen de hand.
Max armor.
Zobaczyć. No, a ty zobaczyć, jak to jest, bo? Ja zobaczę.
It was me that did that.
Afspraakhouding tussen Napoli en Atalanta wordt treffend in beeldslag.
If you could hurry it up, that would help.
Zo maakt het. En uiteindelijk weet ik dus gewoon een goal op dit moment. Maar echt spits genomen.
It's like you
En als we
read
nog
my
een klein beetje
mind.
wilden vullen, dan zou het niet meer. Echt waar, Atalanta is kandidaat voor de Scudetto. En niet alleen, maar ook in de Superbouwprijs. Maar ook in de mooie voetballen. Zes gespeeld, 11 allebei, doelsaldo wel. Maar het is van allebei. Er zijn maar 5 en 6 gelijk in punten.
$5,000 of cards! That is going to translate into some serious gains.
Spannende goal. Top van het hoofddoel was wel.
This trial will evaluate specific skills, as well as several
En
practical.
ze pakt. Uiteindelijk was sommige al te moeilijk. Daar is het door.
We went all over it. No shame in that. Players haven't been popular since the 70s, but who knows? Any last requests? Oh shit, I should have asked that earlier.
Perhaps it would be more the best if I delete all record of this.
Extractions available in your AO.
En dat is voor dan niet de eerste aanval na de rode kaart, maar toch heel snel. Binnen 5 minuten nadat ze met z'n 10 kwamen te staan, ligt er erin. Daar is weer, hè? Voor een paar slangers.
Roger that. Bird headed your way.
Alpha team, clear up the LZ or evac ain't happening.
Dat is allemaal weer een centraal op
At this point, I'd be just as happy to inject something into my eye.
alle strategie alle afleiden. Soms getimed. Weer naar de lange. Combo's hier in 2 nou met Sabata. Meteen terug. Door Zapata. Of blijven staan, doen ze het voorwegingen wisselen.
Half a mic or get left behind.
Hey, baas. Is ik baldags naar te verdedigen. Kaas die via deze Zapata. En werd die vervolgd. Dat is een goede bal, zeg. En daar gaat hij van Milinkovic uiteindelijk. De baas. Hij moet het maken. Hij raakt hem redelijk vol af. Misschien iets meer op moeten sturen, maar ja. Astoni. Di Marco. Nogmaals Bastoni. Mkhitaryan. En dan maar van afstand aan Pavard. En Thuram had hem nog kunnen aanraken. Leek het. Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu. Pavard. Dat is een goede bal van Pavard. En daar loopt Lautaro Martinez.
I've gone from fuck this shit to cautiously optimistic.
I think that it's a fair statement to say that the build of the Crown
Part of me hopes
War
Dr.
has
Modi
been a
found a
little
hiding
bit,
place.
especially when you compare
The
it
look
to
on
the
her
build of the
face
last
when
year's
Carmen
Crown
would
Jewel,
leave her
that built
fighter
the
is
war
going
Why me?
No, see,
Ray
last year we
Modi was
built up
involved
to a
here.
the
The dog has fewer scruples than
heroic
I thought,
brand new
which was
challenger,
already
Ellen
known.
Knight. John Cena had a match. The World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. That promised to get McIntyre. We even had both women's titles on the line. It felt like the build-up to a premium WWE show that you could not miss. However, Crown Jewel 2024 decided to use one of the window latest models of the art. An art that does, unfortunately, feel like a WWE show because, at least at first glance, it feels like anything that happens at this show between the champions won't really have much in terms of story ramifications moving forward. Again, on paper, it's possible that Crown Jewel happens, and I'm entirely wrong. And much of the build-up to Crown Jewel hasn't really been about the WWE building up individual matches and making us feel like these matches are special. It's been a lot about this new Crown Jewel championship in WWE trying to convince us that it's the most important, most prestigious title ever. And I don't think I'm alone in saying that that build-up to so I have a bit of mixed emotions when it comes to the build-up to Crown Jewel. So we're going to look at every single match in this card and check it. And today we're going to zero in every single
Mayhem from the
Crown
ankle.
Jewel. I'm going to rank my overall level of hype from all of the performance levels from hype all the way down the track. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring that bell for notifications. You're confident that you're going to follow up. Always upload watch along to our review, SmackDown review, the rest of the podcast 2 days early. We're going to be starting the WrestleMania Undertaker match watch along early, doing the Royal Rumble match watch alongs all the way up to the most modern Royal Rumble. There's a lot of content over there. Go check it out. Patreon.com/ZombiesApp. Link in the description or link in the pinned comment. Alright folks, let's jump into the tier list. Alright folks, so here are the different tiers that we're going to be using for this video. At the very top we have Hall of Fame. If you land into Hall of Fame tier, it means that I am ridiculously excited for this match. I feel like the build-up and I desperately want to lay my eyes on this match. We're going down, great category, and that's good. And then at the very bottom, we have trash. This is reserved for the matches that I feel are asinine, make no sense, and I do not want to see in any capacity. Now, let's start off with a pretty organic. Let's start off with Seth Rollins versus Big Bronson Reed. Nothing on the line, no titles, just two guys that absolutely fine.
Just call me Dr.
I
Topstuff.
love the build-up to
No,
this,
no,
but
don't
more
do
than
that,
anything,
guys.
I just love the fact that WWE has been spending time and giving a lot of tender love and care to Bronson Reed's character to the point where he was justified in getting this crown jewel match. I really wanted Bronson Reed to land a PLE match before the end of the year, and I'm glad that he did, and I'm glad that he got such a main event dancing partner in Seth Rollins to help him propel to get to that PLE spot, because Bronson Reed over the last several months has absolutely earned it. But the feud itself has also absolutely warranted a spot on a PLE card here, because we had Seth Rollins immediately after SummerSlam destroyed and beaten out by Bronson Reed with 6 knocks. That started the whole Bronson Reed killing individuals on Monday Night Raw. Then we have Bronson Reed go on this awesome feud with Braun Strowman that culminated in last month's standing, which ended in the return of Seth Rollins, costing Bronson Reed the match by stopping him onto the steps. And then over the last couple of weeks, we just had a great story arc developing these two, as these guys just want to fight on sight. We had an episode of Monday Night Raw start with Bronson Reed rolling in his little bag into Monday Night Raw and being assaulted by Seth Rollins. We had a great backstage interview with Bronson Reed. Had a appearance backstage and Seth Rollins in the continued Peter Griffin and the chicken fight after fight after fight backstage on Monday Night Raw between Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed. I'm digging this feud, and I like the narrative that they're leading on with regards to Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins isn't 100% for this match, which gives me a lot of hope and a lot of excitement that Bronson Reed actually competes with. That makes sense. The same thing for the Nakamura feud. Remember the broken back, he can't walk anymore, etc. And Seth Rollins still ended up Nakamura.
Interesting. There's an
The only
encrypted file
person
in this.
laying on this match
Technical officer
that
on
is
the
the first match that really is, because I think that this had
workshop
enough
can be
or
found
maybe
if
it's
sold.
right into Raw going
Most will be with
I would love to see multiple matches. That's nothing to see match one. Yeah, that's nitpicking because it's just the start of the feud. That's really the only complaint that I have. But overall, from the material and time that they've been I feel like they've told a great story, and I am incredibly excited for this match. I feel like this one needs to be great match. Next, let's talk about the women's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. John Belair, Cargill, Individual, Iron State, these guys. We have the Metaphor Girls in Chikara and Lash Legend, and Piper Nevin and Chelsea Green. So, one of the cool things about the build-up to this match is that this is a match that's really rewarding the most hardcore of WWE. This is the story that has developed across all of WWE shows. It's developed on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So if you don't watch NXT, you've actually missed some really important story beats that have developed in this feud that has culminated in a fatal 4-way match. Because I haven't seen people confused about, like, for example, the insertion of Chelsea Green and Piper Nevin. While they might have used this NXT, when Chelsea Green and Piper Nevin had tactical damage control, as well as the Metaphor Girls who were in their match on NXT. So all of this connects across a woven network of all of WWE programming. So if you are one of those wrestling nerds like me that watches all of WWE's programming, being rewarded here by giving a PLE based on a story that's developed across all of the shows. I think that that's good. On top of that, I'm excited to see the NXT talent, the metaphor girl, getting a chance to,
Hats off to me. And hats off to you.
Aside from the fact that we have NXT quasi-call-ups getting a chance at a WWE PLE, we also have just a tremendous amount of talent out there. Jade Cargill, Tom Miller, know what Kyrie can deliver. And don't sleep on Piper Nevin and Chelsea. Something tells me that this could end up developing into the women's war game match. I'm starting to convince myself. When I look at the landscape of women's feuds right now, this is kind of the only one that has enough people involved to warrant a women's war game match. And I'm absolutely down. I think that this match has a potential to be a bit of a showstopper. Just with the talent that we have on there, I'm happy to say that the build-up to this has been fun as well. Seeing all of these women attacks backstage, attacks on the outside of the ring, and again, matches and story beats developing across multiple shows. I've been very, very pleased with the build-up of this. The only thing is that it just sort of felt like the match announcement sort of came out of left field, but it still made sense in the grand scheme of things. So I am going to put this into the good category. I think this overall build for this model. Today's episode is brought to you by Turtle Beach, the #1 branded gaming headsets and accessories. Their new Gen 3 Stealth 600 headset picks up so much crystal clear sound that I swear I heard a guy scratch his nuts on the other side of the mat. You'll hear every footstep, every reload, every enemy sneaking up on you like they're stomping through your living room in tap dancing shoes, everything. Legitimately, they've been my go-to headset for gaming dating as far back as like 2009 in the MW2 days, but they're also my go-to for working in editing and long scripts. Not just because of their high quality of sound, but their overall comfort. Me specifically, considering this is my job, that's incredibly important to have the headset feel like a soft pillow around your neck. What's also nice is Turtle Beach has the Stealth 600 model, these bad boys right here, which are for PlayStation, PC, Xbox, including cross-compatibility, and Bluetooth. So that means one headset for all of your systems. So I can easily go from working on my PC, supporting editing, ripping on my PS5, but they're also like the only wireless headsets that I use that doesn't die after 12 hours. These bad boys right here, the Stealth 600s, they go up to like 80 hours. Whether you're a casual gamer or you're one of those fellas that has too much grass in Turtle Beach is the right fit for you. So folks, get the ultimate immersive experience with Turtle Beach. And for a limited time only, get to TurtleBeach.com and use code SAMI for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off of your entire order when you use code SAMI at TurtleBeach.com. Thank you to Turtle Beach for sponsoring this video. Now, that next, let's talk about the triple threat match with the United States Champion. Andrade and Carmelo. Okay, and if you watch this channel, you might be thinking that at first glance that I might throw this into the bag or trash category because LA Knight went to Game 7, and I felt like deeply that it was just a misbooking and just a bad decision to have Game 7, which revolves around the storyline of 9 that for the past 3 months have just been trying to determine who the best out of the two is, ending in a way that just had both of them clowned by LA Knight. I don't think that that was a great way to finish that story that was being told, and it also made LA Knight kind of look like a stupid person because attacking both of them now puts him in a situation where he has to defend against both of them. Anyways, I'm not going to fault my excitement of this match based on how poor the ending of Game 7 was, because I do have a lot of excitement for this. Look, one of the major positives of the way that Game 7 ended is that it did set us up easily for this triple threat. I felt like there were significantly better ways to still land us on a triple threat match at Crown Jewel, but it doesn't change the fact that we still landed on a triple threat match at Crown Jewel. A match that I'm excited for, we're probably excited for, but more people are excited for because it has Alex Knight, one of the most over characters that we right now, and then we have Andrade and Carmelo, two guys that have greatly single-handedly been carrying mid-card wrestling in the WWE for the past 3 months throughout the duration of their So it feels to me like, just like Bronson Reed, a earned spot by both Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, while also giving LA Knight a one-set opponents and justify giving us a PLE for somebody like LA Knight. Because, I'm sorry, Santos Escobar was never going to cut it at getting LA Knight and championship through to a PLE card. But Andrade and Carmelo, with their star power combined, with their in-ring powers combined, on LA Knight to that, and then all of a sudden you have a recipe for an exciting bout at a PLE. So, story fumbling aside, you know, this does prevent it from getting into the great category or Hall of Fame, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still excited for this. I feel like the hype level overall are still kind of high for me, even though I felt like we had a bit of a slip up in the build up to it. But, you know, I'm not going to let one portion, 1% of the iceberg ruin my overall excitement for the rest of the iceberg that is LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo. So I'm also going to put this in the good category. Now let's go to Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Nothing on the line, just two dudes that hate each other that want to fight. Right off the rip, the only complaint that I have about this, and again, this is nitpicking, is this almost feels an unsanctioned. For those that don't know what an unsanctioned match is, it's basically a street fight, anything goes. But it's basically WWE saying, hey, whatever happens in this match, WWE is not liable for it. Anything goes, and WWE cannot be sued for it. It doesn't happen very often anymore, but they used to do it quite a bit in the Attitude Era and in the Ruthless Aggression Era days. And when it comes to a story that could have warranted that type of stipulation, it was actually this right here, especially when we had Triple H try to deny Randy Orton this match on the back of how dangerous and how unhinged and how much of a cornered fox Kevin Owens has felt lately. To the point that Triple H says that this is an unrecognizable, incredibly dangerous individual, to the point that he's nervous for Randy Orton's well-being, mentioning his fusion spinal surgery that he had that almost ended his career. You know, you also tack on the fact that Kevin Owens has been telling a pretty underratedly good story while being off on social media with the attack of Cody Rhodes outside in the parking lot of Bad Blood, and of course leading to Kevin Owens trying to hijack the show, and then the butting of heads between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton trying to calm him down and get everybody in line. It does give us a bit of a heartbreaking bout incredibly good friends, but it just sort of feels like it deserves that extra notch, that extra bit of stakes involved when it comes to violence. The stakes here might not necessarily be material goods. The stakes here are Randy Orton's health. That's what WWE and Triple H have laid out for us. And I'm less scared of Randy's health, and I'm less invested in the stakes of Randy's health if it's just a traditional one-on-one match that can end in a moment with the referee ringing the bell. Again, that is nitpicking. This is just how I would have, again, in my eyes, it might make it worse, but in my eyes, that's how I would have made this whole build-up to this, going for the great and potentially Hall of Fame. If this still, folks, like this incredibly great match. Now let's go on to two matches that this entire PLE has really been built upon, which is the Crown Jewel Championship, as WWE has done their absolute darnest to make you believe that it is the most important, most prestigious thing out there. Let's start off with Nia Jax versus Oregon. Out of the two feuds, and we'll talk about Cody Rhodes versus Gunther here in a second. Out of the two feuds, this is the one that's done a much better job at trying to blend in the canon with the non-canon. So the non-canon is this match, Nia Jax versus Oregon. But the canon stuff that's been interwoven into the story as they build up the Crown Jewel is really involved. The fact that we have Tiffany Stratton hovering around
This'll keep me fighting
at
for.
the moment,
Excellent choice, Bob.
done a great job at making sure that the storylines for both Nia and Oregon are not put entirely on ice as we build up the next championship. Unfortunately, I would say that that's actually the case for Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Everything else around them is on ice until this feud in this match happens. So they've done a much better job at keeping all the auxiliary storylines that will matter after Crown Jewel part of the build-up to this exhibition. So, feud and the story and the build-up has been very creative. I've quite enjoyed it, and I'm excited for the fallout that could actually happen from this match, which was one of my complaints about these matches existing in the first place, and I feel like the fallout just doesn't matter. I'm not necessarily in love with the matchup of Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. We'll see. I haven't seen them have unbelievably good chemistry as of yet. I'm more excited about these auxiliary pieces and how they will be involved. So, based on pretty much the storytelling alone, and the things that can happen that are this non-canon match actually has me excited for this. I'm going to put this in the quick category. And then last but certainly not least, we have the match between the top men's champions, Cody Rhodes, the WWE Undisputed Champion, taking on Gunther, the ring general, who is the World Heavyweight Championship for the Extravaganza Championship. So, unfortunately, unlike Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, they've not done a great job at making all of the auxiliary pieces that are part of their storylines on Raw and Cody Rhodes' storylines on SmackDown be interwoven into the build-up of this. It's possible that at Crown Jewel, more shit might happen, like maybe Cody Rhodes, like Kevin Owens or Randy Orton. There are possibilities of things to happen. Maybe even Goldberg jumping in. But those are things that could potentially happen that they have not done any job of building to that could happen during the match. So that could help. Alright folks, now that we know what every single match is going to be at Crown Jewel 2024, it seems about as good a time as any to go back to my original predictions video to see how
double points.
Alright folks, now that we know what every single match is going to be at Crown Jewel 2024, it seems about as good a time as any to go back to my original predictions video. So I get it. The cool thing to do in the internet wrestling community is to hate on Bill Goldberg. But all of this hate
Max ammo.
isn't Goldberg's fault. The fault really lies in the hands of the WWE themselves. Because in the last handful of years that we've had Goldberg in the WWE has booked him in such a way where people want to hate him. Whether it's booking him in incredibly high-profile matches that frankly he has no business being in, or booking him in a place where he is squashing your favorite WWE superstars, the WWE hasn't really done a lot of favors for Goldberg when it comes to booking. That being said, Goldberg is a legend, and as a legend, I firmly believe that he deserves a major match as a send-off to end his illustrious wrestling career. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 options that I think are viable opponents to be the ones to finally retire Bill Goldberg. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring that bell for notifications. If you're a wrestling fan, I hope that you're going to follow up with this YouTube channel. You'll always find daily wrestling content right here. If you want even more wrestling content, don't forget the Patreon, where you get even more wrestling content, like the 5 weekly match watch-alongs that you vote for, the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, podcast for days early. We have the weekly Royal Rumble watch-along, and we're starting the Undertaker WrestleMania Street watch-along that will take us right through to WrestleMania 41. Go check it out. Patreon.com/ZombiTap. Link in the description. Link in the pinned comment. Let's start the video. Listen, I'm a simple. I'm not going to try to overcomplicate this first option. Sometimes it's be allowed to equal more without overthinking. I'm just going to go with the best, most available option right now to be the one to retire Goldberg. That means who's the right the current World Heavyweight Champion as a vision. And look, it takes simple to get us to Goldberg versus Gunther. You don't need to overcomplicate it, considering we've already started the beginning of this bad luck before segment. And what we reminded everybody actually is how good on the microphone. It was also a segment that I know we were and people around the world to believe that we were going to get Gunther versus Goldberg as early as Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. So clearly, this is already top of mind for a lot of people. We're already kind of expecting to eventually get Goldberg versus Goldberg at some point or another. Now, with Goldberg's deal having still 2 matches left, it's possible that we could land in a position where we could just have a championship versus career match between Goldberg and Gunther. And I get it, this is probably inducing a lot of quirks from people that just, out of reactionary and voluntary responses, just want to hit Goldberg. Because Gunther is one of those hardcore wrestlers, the guy that you love, the guy that is so good in the ring, the guy that has earned his spot. And time after time, that person has just been fed to Goldberg throughout the last couple of years. And I get it, you don't want to see that in either one. This might also be inducing Rollins because he would be putting Goldberg in yet another World Championship match over somebody else that you might feel deserves it more. And I also think that that's fair. But it is what it is. Like, Goldberg is going to be put into these high-profile matches, so let's do it in a way and against somebody that would actually be elevated by retiring Goldberg, and Gunther would absolutely be that guy. It also works really well with his character. This guy that's so proud about how good he is in the ring, getting rid of the guy that so many people believe wasn't good in the ring in the first place. So it'd be kind of like Gunther taking out the trap. I think that this is the best available option. I like it because this one is kind of wild, but sit back and let me explain this one. I've got the final boss. It's going to be Bloodline Rules. The Rock against Goldberg. And at first, this might seem entirely far-fetched, and it might just seem like I'm overreaching, trying to create a dream match for the sake of creating a dream match. But there's actual context that allows this match as a retirement match for Goldberg to make a tremendous amount of sense. The first thing that you need to know is that we need to dive long back to 2003. Goldberg finally debuted in the WWE after a while of refusing to sign with the WWE when the WWE bought out WCW. Guess who Goldberg's first match and first feud was when he joined the WWE? Immediately after WrestleMania 19, he had his first match at Backlash 2003 with none other than The Rock. So this would be a fun, full-circle moment in his WWE career for both The Rock and Goldberg. On top of that, Goldberg won decisively. Not only decisively, but he kind of retired The Rock in the first place because that was The Rock's send-off match that sent The Rock to Hollywood to basically not be seen again in the WWE until 2011. Yes, I know, he had a match a year later with Mick Foley against Evolution, but it was basically just a guest appearance. Like, for all intents and purposes, Goldberg retired The Rock. So that means that The Rock never got his back against Goldberg. And now with the final boss is being back in the WWE ecosystem, I think it's time for The Rock to get his back against Goldberg and then retire Goldberg after the Goldberg retires The